Hi, I'm Portia. I'm an artist based in India. I'm basically from West Bengal. I did my bachelor's and my master's in fine arts from there, from Shantiniketan, Kalavaban. And what led me to art was basically my teacher. So in grade 3, I was enrolled in an art class, and the teacher, he inspired me and helped me realize the passion. And what he did was he used to bring many books on artists from the library of Kalavaban. He was a student there, and that was the first time that was I was introduced to the artworks of Vincent van Gogh, and that kind of changed everything for me. I felt that okay, this is what I wanted to do in my life. So yeah, in grade 3 only I decided that I want to be an artist. I grew up in a politically conscious household. My father was an active member of the Communist Party of India, Marxist. So, what happened from very early age, the idea of equality, the idea of human rights, these were very, staple conversation that was happening around me. Maybe I was not actively taking part in it that time, but I grew up listening to these words and listening to people, talking about it. And that kind of shaped me as a person, I feel. And so that kind of shaped paved the way of my artistic practice that I developed later. I often call myself a stray dog on the streets of India. Why? Because do I feel that I have any chance of creating any major change in this world through my work? No, I don't think so. I don't think I'll be able to create any significant change. No, Buddha was born and Buddha died. So who am I? No possibility. But what I can do, I can bark a little. I call it midnight woof woof. So I just I bark through my work, and that might disturb the midnight slumber of a few people. Maybe there is a chance. And but at the same time, being a stray, living on the streets, life will be difficult for me because I know that most of the time I'm not creating a pretty picture, and I have accepted it. Why I became a feminist artist? So, when I was very young, I was molested more than once. And what I realized that if someone like me who was kind of in a safer bubble, living within a safer bubble, I don't come from a rich family. My parents, my grandparents, they were all working class people. So I am, but at the same time, I am an upper caste person. I was born in an upper caste family, and fourth generation learner. So I am aware of my privileges. So what kept me thinking was that if someone like me living in a much safer bubble could experience it, that then what could be the condition of the rest of the women living in my country who are not as privileged as I am. So that's how it started. And of course then when you grow up, you educate yourself more, you observe more, and you realize that this is the only way forward. So that's how it started. For 2 years, I lived in Chennai, and that time created a it kind of transformed my practice. What I saw in Chennai, that it's a very colorful space. The temples are full of color, and the Tamil women, they're like dominating the streets, like from creating, catching fish, selling fish, cooking fish, selling fish fry on the beach, on the sides of the road. It kind of changed my practice a little, because Till I went to Chennai, what I was doing, I was my source of research was very, like, it was second hand research, I'd say. um, I was depending on social media, I was depending on books, I was depending on movies, I was depending on news media to understand the world and to understand the feminist resistance. But in Chennai, what happened that everything was happening around me, and I could see how living, just the act of living itself, can be a form of resistance. That is the first time that I realized it. And since then, I have stopped working on themes or working about people that I am not directly involved with, that I am not, at least I'm not experiencing with my naked eye. Uh, I developed a series on Chennai, on the people of Chennai that I observed. It's kind of a love letter to the city. I call it To Chennai with Love. And the artistic language that I'm trying to develop is, I am calling it disruptive pop or dispop, where I am trying to fuse the protest art aesthetics that's very that has been practiced for years, and woodcut has been a very popular medium for artists who were creating protest art. Woodcut is also a medium that I work with and I love, but I'm trying to now create a synthesis between woodcut and pop painting, and fusing them together to create my own language. Why? Because I think these stories, they deserve to come in the popular culture. I'm trying to put the neon light on stories that are happening around us which are not so popular. I'm currently based in Noida, and it's a planned city. The visuals are very much curated for the elites, with tall buildings, big malls. But the people who have built the city, or who are still building the city and who are maintaining the city, they have been deleted, obliterated from the narrative of this polished visual that is being sold to us. So this series that I'm currently developing is called Beneath the Tower, where I'm doing nothing. It's not like some anything great that I'm doing. I'm just trying to acknowledge the presence of the people who are around us. Every day we see them, and without them, this city will collapse within a day. But they have been dehumanized and they have been deleted from the city's narrative. If there is one feeling that I would hope for the viewers of my works to leave with, then that feeling would be the feeling of discomfort, maybe a little, that can be felt not only through the eyes and mind, but maybe uh, could be felt a little with their body as well. I only connect to artworks that I can feel with my body, and I hope to create artworks that people can feel with their body.